on Vogue. And welcome back to the Drive-Thru Review with me, Nutella Versace. And today we have the hottest drag king in town as our guest. Welcome, Thorn, Vineyard.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Because there are not many drag kings in the drag scene in Amsterdam, right?
Not yet. It's coming. It's building up, but still there is a lot less kings than queens. But we're getting there. We're coming.
Yeah, and you're also now in a TV show as the first non-binary character on the Dutch TV. How did that come about?
Well, this actually is a funny story. I'm not an actor at all. Well, now I have to call myself an actor, of course. And I just got a notification on Facebook that someone tagged me in a message that they were looking for a non-binary person to play a non-binary character in a TV show. And I did not even know what TV show it was about, but I thought, well, let's just give it a shot. Let's try it. Let's send the email. They invited me for casting. I did 3 rounds of casting, and then they told me I got the part. So I was like, well, how did that happen? But it's really nice. It's really cool.
And it has been on the Dutch TV now for 1 month. How's the response been for you?
The response has been, it's mixed. In the beginning, when they announced there was going to be a non-binary character in the show, there was a lot of negative reactions.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of transphobia, a lot of people saying, oh, I'm never going to watch the show again. DM'd me on Insta saying if they would see me walking in the street, they would beat me up. They would put a knife in my back, some things like that. So really aggressive reaction.
That's shocking.
Yeah, but there was also a lot of positivity. A lot of young trans kids saying, oh, finally I have someone on TV that I can see myself in. Finally, there is non-binary representation. So, of course, that makes up. But yeah, it was an emotional roller coaster. But after a week, all these people, they forgot about me already. And the people who were positive about it, they are still sending me messages. So the reaction right now is really heartwarming and really good.
Oh, that's amazing. How did you become a drag king? Because it's quite unusual.
When I moved to Amsterdam, which is about 7, maybe 8 years ago, I got involved in the nightlife a bit more. And I'm from a really small town. And I just saw all these people in nightlife and I was like, wow, they look so free and like something I want to do as well. I was not out yet as non-binary. I was presenting as female a bit more and I wanted to experiment with my masculinity. And also it looked a lot of fun. But I thought, I've never seen a drag king before. Then I figured out I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna do it. And Azula, which is part of the House of Vineyard as well.
Great performer.
Yeah, great performer. I asked her, like, can I come with you maybe? And my first time, Azula got me into this show from Work the World. And I immediately got such positive feedback. People were like, wow, I've never seen a drag king before. You look so good. And why have I never seen you before? And I was like, well, bitch, because it's my first time. But it was good. And then the ball started rolling and then I got more and more and more. So that's how I got into drag.
Yeah. Well, I've seen you perform several times and you're really sexy as as a drag king. So I think that also works in your advantage. You're also a big fan of Drag Race. Yeah. And how do you feel like there's always discussion about Drag Race, not including transgenders and not obviously including drag kings? How do you feel about that?
Of course, it's a shame that someone like RuPaul would say something like, I would never have a drag king on my show. Because it's such a big platform for inclusivity and for diversity and for queerness. Trans people and non-binary people and but also drag kings, they are also part of the queer community. Yeah. So it's a shame to exclude them.
The show is evolving and changing. Like Thailand had a transgender contestant and they won. In All Stars, you see many of the Ru girls that went into transition are allowed to come back.
How cool would it be to have a drag king on the show, right?
So who knows, maybe they have a RuPaul drag king race with all drag kings. That would be amazing, right?
would be sexy. That would be
Yeah,
worth
I would
it.
love to see that. Okay, let's get into the episode. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, the episode starts where the drama left off last week between Abby and Sederginne. Like Sederginne didn't like the way Abby came off stage, like moving, tossing away the girls with a hand gesture. What do you think about that? Was it just drama for drama, or?
Well, I could totally understand Abby's point of view because sometimes when you are totally in the moment, you don't even remember what you did, and maybe maybe in the moment it was a shady gesture, but to point someone out like that on it, I think it was a bit unnecessary, and the whole drama that evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, TV loves drama, right?
So after that, we get to the mini challenge, and it's finally the reading challenge with
Yeah.
Diva Mayday, the OG drag queen from Amsterdam. Are you good at reading? Are you a bitchy drag king, or how do you say that? Bitchy drag king. How do you say that? Shady drag king.
No, I'm not the best reader, honestly. I'm just a sweet little king, but
Yeah.
yeah, of course, if I have to, I will read a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same, but I can say shady things, but I can get away with it because I just smile and people think,
Yeah.
oh, no, you know, she doesn't mean any harm. I can get away with a lot, fortunately.
Right.
Who did you think had the best shady comments or the best reads?
I think always a read is best when there's a little bit of truth to it.
Yeah.
For example, the read, I think Mama Queen said it to Madam Madness.
Yeah.
I don't read for you because I didn't expect you to be still here.
Yeah.
That's a good read because she was in the bottom 2 times, so that
Yeah.
then there's some truth to it, and it hits hard.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I
That was
thought
funny.
that read was fun.
And of course, Sederginne and Mama Queen won, and they have to pick teams for the Maxi Challenge, which is voguing with Amber Vineyard. And yes, you already mentioned it. You're part of the House of Vineyard. And in this episode, Amber Vineyard, the mother of the house, is a special guest.
When I watched it, I was so proud, of course.
Yeah.
To be the woman who gave me so much, my chosen mother, my mentor, to see her on a screen like that, where the whole world is watching, literally, because she looked amazing. So I was
she
so
is
proud.
amazing. She's such a nice person. Like Mama Queen, Chelsea Boy, and Abby. To me, they look like the strongest dance group.
Yeah.
They all seem like they know what they're doing and have some kind of dance background. The other group is kind of like, It shows that voguing is a lot harder than it looks. Like a lot of the girls were struggling to get the dance moves.
You know, really funny thing, when you come to the Vogue classes on Wednesday here in Amsterdam, there are trained dancers who are coming and they do not know how to vogue, because voguing is about a feeling, is about delivering a certain feeling and feeling yourself and feeling like you're the bitch, like you're that bitch. But if you're all thinking about choreography or thinking about steps or thinking, oh, how does this look? And then you get into this thing that we call vaguing, which is just this.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot going on there.
But they tried, and it's difficult. Voguing is difficult. It's not just something you can do like bam.
I like to dance, and I think I can dance. But voguing is really difficult. It's in a way, it's very technical and precise, and you have to feel the beat. On the other hand, it's all about confidence. Like just when you step on the runway, just show confidence and go for it.
True.
And how are your dancing, voguing skills as, member of the House of Vineyard?
Well, if we look at voguing, my category would be old way, which is the traditional way of voguing, and very long lines, very strict, really like posing, boom, 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 which is for me a bit more. But my main category in the ballroom scene, because outside of voguing we have other categories as well, like runway or sex siren, and my category is sex siren, which is the art of seduction.
That's why you're such a good drag king.
Probably some of that in it.
Later in the show, we get to see a compilation of the result, but I think it was not that good because they edited so messy you could not see a thing. So I'm guessing it didn't go that well.
I think you could really see that the editor tried to make it something super nice and polished, but like Amber said, voguing is not easy.
It's not easy. In the workroom, we hear Sederginne and Janey talk about doing drag and dating, where Sederginne told like for him it's hard because a lot of guys really don't like or accept the fact that he's doing drag, which I can relate to because I think a lot of people that do drag have that encounters that, it's always a question in my case, like, oh, are you masculine enough out of drag? And even people that are dating someone that does drag feel like they're not man enough just by association. Have you had any kind of experience being a drag king, doing drag, that people have different expectations of you?
What mostly stands out for me if I look at dating and doing drag, it's probably being objectified and being fetishized. I've had so many straight girls saying, I'm actually into men, but you are kind of like a man, so yeah, let's just go for it. If you're looking for something serious, that can be difficult. For this applies the same to what Janey said. If they don't accept it, they don't accept it. They can just look at you and admire you, but looking, no touching.
Yeah. Well, I have the same. Like, usually if people are interested in dating a drag queen, it's their fantasy. It's not necessarily mine.
Yeah.
Because how much I love getting into drag, I also love getting out of drag and just getting everything back to normal. So
because to take everything off, take the glitter off your face.
Glitter everywhere. Okay, back to the runway, and we get to see Fred's look of the week with the red hair and the green opulent dress by Edwin Outshorn. What did you think about that look?
It wasn't my favorite look of Fred, but it was good. It was a good look. It was a nice dress. I saw a little preview of next week's look with pink hair, and I was like, this is what I want to see.
Yeah. So I had the same. I'm like, I think his look is evolving because it's becoming more drag. In the beginning, it was very fishy, kind of like natural, which I didn't feel suited him because, you know, he's not like a young twink. I like this look also because it reminded me, yes, I'm old, of Fong Leng.
Yes.
It had kind of that vibe. And Fong Leng is a Dutch designer, which was famous in the 70s, I guess. And the other judges are Sanne Wallis de Vries and, of course, Nikki Plesse and your mother, Amber Vineyard. What do you think about the other judges before we get to Amber?
I have nothing against them as persons, but to me it's quite obvious that they are not from the queer community. I get it that if you make a show, you have to think like, oh, what judges are we going to pick? Who can bring viewers to the show? But I would have liked to have the panel consisting more of really people from the community. Look at the type of comments they're making and the criticism they're giving. You can kind of sense that they don't know a lot about drag.
Yeah, and I think it's also not enough to have seen a couple of episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race to understand exactly what drag is or what it means in the community. And then we get to Amber, who looks gorgeous, stunning. Yeah, she's always so well spoken and to the point. And that's what I love about her. Like, and she understands the culture and the scene.
True, and she knows what judging means because she's been to so many balls. She's sat on so many judges' tables.
Ballroom culture, it's very used to judge and be very competitive and stuff. And maybe some of the girls on Drag Race are not used to that because usually, especially in drag, everybody says, "Oh, you're amazing, you're fabulous, you're gorgeous," which is nice and true. But at the same time, you don't get often critiqued in the face. And I think ballroom is very direct. You perform and you immediately get like,
you either get tens or you get a chop. And like you say, we are not used to be critiqued. Everyone is always telling us we're beautiful, we're sexy, we're amazing.
And it's true.
Yeah.
Look at us. You could tell Amber is a mother figure because even when she's critiquing hard and direct, and she's right, so you can't really argue with her, she also gives praise to people that deserve it. And I think that's what a good judge should do.
She is truly one of the most amazing women I've ever met.
To the main stage, and the theme is Shine Bright Like a Diamond. And first we get Chelsea Boy, who's dressed up as some kind of pirate treasure chest.
It's not giving me enough diamond. So it's a bold move.
Yeah.
But it worked well for Chelsea Boy.
I think it's amazing that Chelsea Boy is every time so completely different. You don't even recognize him as the same person.
True. You could put pictures of Chelsea Boy next to each other, and I would think it's the whole cast of the season.
And next we have Abby, who's dressed in her signature silver goddess look, and she gets harsh critiques because they think she's not surprising them enough.
I know Abby very well. We've performed together, and I really love Abby and her drag, and she's such a genuine, nice person. But I do agree with the rest. She can do a lot better than this. It's just a glittery dress.
It's just in a competition. They want to see something different. They want to be surprised. And I think it's getting predictable with Abby.
The other queens are starting to say, "Oh, she's just a one-trick pony."
Yeah.
But I know she's not.
No.
So I'm sitting behind my screen. I'm like, "Come on, Abby, just show them."
And then we get Janey, and she kind of trips over her dress where her bottom skirt comes loose.
Yeah, Amber said, "If you're gonna give us a reveal, give us a reveal." Because now it looked like she was gonna reveal something, but there was nothing spectacular underneath. No. I really liked Janey's look. I liked the headpiece. I thought she gave something different. It was a shame that her look was quite similar to Envy's. Because of that, it was, I wouldn't say forgettable because the look was not forgettable. It was a great look.
Yeah. But
Envy's look stole the show.
And then we get Mama Queen.
There were crystals. I thought if she would have lost the legging, it would have been better. If the bottom would have matched the top, the whole look would have been more well-rounded. And now there was a bit of a discrepancy. Yeah. Still, I don't think she deserved to be in the bottom. I was surprised. She had to lip sync.
And then we get Envy, who looked stunning. And she was also showing her bare ass, which she usually doesn't do because, body issues. But again, she showed it at the end. So I thought that was kind of classy. So it was not like ta-da.
Yeah, the whole look gave me such a burlesque feeling.
And again, like after that look, Janey just felt short. Like, yeah, sorry, Janey.
Yeah. Personally, I like Chelsea's look better because it was so surprising, so unpredictable. But I think Envy, it was a deserved win. The look was perfect. The makeup was perfect. There was nothing wrong. There was nothing I could say that was wrong. And she always looks amazing.
Madam Madness had a big reveal on stage. That was quite something. He shaved off his beard. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I honestly, I really didn't expect Madness would shave off the beard. It's such a unique selling point and such a big part of Madness's drag. And also, there was such a buzz around the first bearded queen. So I was like, no, don't get rid of it. but the way Madness talked about it, his drag is all about fluidity, about gender expression, about gender identity, and the beard doesn't define him, and he wants to be able to show what else he has. Yeah, it takes some balls to do something like that in the middle of a competition, change up your entire look.
I think she felt it might be her last episode, so maybe that's what also gave her the strength, like, okay, I have to do it now or else I'm not going to do it at all. In the beginning, I had the same. I felt like, is he under pressure to shave it off? In the end, it also gave him a bit of freedom. And also, he's such a great painter. He can just paint a beard on. Like, you don't need a beard you can just paint a beard on if you need it. So, yeah. I think he could leave the show with his head held high. Like, he can be proud of himself. So, good job, Madness.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Sederginne with the peeing baby. It was more rubies than diamonds.
Yeah, it was rubies. It was red diamonds, I guess.
Yeah.
But Sederginne is the comedy queen, and you can see that in everything. And this look was screaming comedy to me.
Yeah, from head to toe. It's a concept. It's kitschy. It's camp. It's exactly what you want to see from her. And then they asked the girls who they think should be in the bottom. All of them unanimously said Madam Madness and Abby. And you could clearly tell, like, Abby was shook. She was upset. She was,
Yeah, it was, I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
She was so upset. And also her sister Envy saying her name, which is honest, but kind of harsh, of course. Honestly, a lot of these times when the queens have to say two names, you notice that they follow the first person. So Chelsea was the first person. Chelsea said those two names, and then they follow. But in this runway, I do agree. Abby belonged in the bottom.
Not stirring the pot here, but I did feel like I don't think Envy meant to hurt her in any way. But I do feel like, as a sister, why not say it beforehand? Because she could have gone to Abby in the workroom and say, girl, they want something different. Change it up.
This is not going to cut it.
Yeah. And I understand you're busy with yourself. You only have limited time to get ready.
I mean, if you have a sister in the competition, it would be nice. Of course, you would appreciate it if they would come to you and say, you gotta fix your look because this is not gonna work. But it was a harsh moment. It's a mean question and it always stirs some drama. So I'm sure the next episode will begin with that.
Yeah, definitely. And surprisingly, the judges decide to have a bottom three. Madam Madness, Abby, and Mama Queen. And everybody was in shock, surprised. Even I was.
For me, this was the moment of the show was when Envy and Janey, they were like, and Envy shook down, like, and she said, I just peed. And I was really laughing.
They lip sync, and I feel Mama Queen, I feel Madam Madness knew he would be going home. And Mama Queen was kind of like shook as well, but that split in the end, these tall legs, that was just like...
Yeah, it was like a giraffe doing a split.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And I was kind of like waiting for her, like how she's gonna get up in those platform heels. And she did it all by herself. I was like, girl, she knows what she's doing. She has body control.
This was not her first split.
No,
definitely not.
And then not her first time getting up off the floor.
It was cute. It was hard to focus for me with the three queens. I was like, oh my God, who am I going to look at? And I kind of expected Madam Madness to go home.
I don't think the camera crew has mastered how to film the lip sync yet. The winner is Envy Peru, which we all agree. And we have to say goodbye to Madam Madness, which, yeah, it was kind of expected.
She did really good. She leaves her head held high.
You know, she already made an impact by being the first bearded queen. And with her story, I think she's going to get a lot of positive response. So her Instagram is going to explode.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is going to be a beginning for her now.
Yeah.
And definitely.
And we get a little preview of next week. And it's finally time for the Snatch Game. I always love Snatch Game. That's always like the episode I look most forward to. For me, I had with Drag Race Holland a bit concerns, like how are they going to do the celebrities if it has to be spoken in Dutch? Are they allowed to speak English? Are they allowed to have international figures? Do they have to talk Dutch with an English accent? Like for me, I'm kind of like, what's this going to be like?
When they played the preview, I paused it for a bit to check who was going to do who. I saw some Dutch figures like Patty Bart. I saw Annie Schilder. But I also saw Joe Exotic, which is an international figure.
Who would you do for Snatch Game?
Who would I pick for Snatch Game? That's a good question. Well, I thought about it today. Looks-wise, I do a good Jack Sparrow. I do a neat Johnny Depp, but I can also go really Justin Bieber-ish.
Yeah, okay.
But it has to be funny. Maybe, but I'm still thinking about it. I would go politician. So internationally, there would be probably Donald Trump. Like if we look at only Holland, maybe Thierry Baudet. I think I would do a good one. But I'm not sure yet. I have to think about it. But it has to be funny.
Those are some bold choices. Yeah. I would look forward to see you do that. That would be amazing, but difficult. Yeah.
Well, how about you?
I thought about doing Kim Holland. It's like, she's already a character.
Sexy.
She's like this Dutch porn star and producer. And she's kind of like this childish woman.
Yeah, she's funny.
And she's funny, but unintentional funny. But you can make it funny. And anything she says is kind of already like sexualized in a way. So I think I would pick her. But also I did one time Snatch Game for a drag convention, and I was my namesake Donatella Versace. So I could pull her out of the closet again. And I really enjoyed that because I have Italian heritage, so I can speak a little bit Italian. That was scary, but I think I did a good job as Donatella Versace. So this is already the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Where can people find you on social media, Instagram and stuff?
People can find me on Instagram. That's at Thorn Vineyard with THORN and then Vineyard. Just follow me.
Yeah. And they can also watch you on TV. When is Spangas?
The show is aired every day, every weekday, so Monday till Friday on NPO3.
Thank you so much and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You have a good weekend too. And I look forward to seeing the next episode.
Thank you again for watching the Drive-Thru Review. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when the next episode of the Drive-Thru Review is, turn on notifications. I have to go now.